So I'm going to talk about change, the word that people always have a reaction to, normally negative. They say things like, I hate change. I'm not going to change. Why do we have to change? It's just a word. I suggest we change what that word is, and we use evolution. Evolution is movement. It's growth. Yes, it's a change. Could be for the better, but if we resist it, we won't know. Words are important to me, and I hope they are to you. I'm going to start with a quote from Arthur Ashe, and he said, start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. I apply that every day because I am an overachiever. I take on more than I should. But when I bring myself back to that, it's a balance. It also reflects how we can handle change. Start just where you are. It's easier to get from here to here than way out here. Use what you have. It can be resources, it can be people. And I'll go through some of that as well. And do what you can, because if we don't do it, then who will? So that's all about the evolution. So I start every year with 3 words that I'm going to live by. It's like my mission. You know, companies have mission, nonprofits have mission. It's what you take to make your next decision. The first 2 I've had for a couple years because I've needed them. I didn't need to change them. The first one is grace. I give myself grace. Grace to not always know the answer, to be frustrated, to be worried, to be confused. I give myself grace. More importantly, maybe I give those around me grace. Grace to have a different opinion. Grace to have a different way to live their lives. A different decision. I give them grace. My second word is joy. I look for joy. Sometimes you have to look for it, because if you don't, I know I'll put my head down and keep going forward. But we'll miss some of the beautiful things, and some of those come from change. I do not like cold weather. I do not like the winter. I'm not crazy about the seasons. But I learned about 10 years ago to quit fighting it. It's change. And I was doing what I always tell people not to do. So I decided, to me, fall was, it's just winter. It's just shown me it's winter. When I decided to say, you know what? Those trees are kind of pretty. The mums are beautiful. It's a different way to look at fall. I seek the joy in fall. Winter still follows. But I have noticed that also seeking joy, snowflakes are really kind of pretty. Not when they're all piled on top of each other. But one at a time, they're very beautiful. You know, when you get up in the morning and the trees are covered in snow, that's pretty. Instead of saying, ugh. Joy. We can seek joy around us. You know, when I get up every morning and the sun is shining, it's joy. I also seek joy from the people I'm with. If it's not joyful, quit doing it. If you can make a slight change to make it more joyful, do that. Don't just walk away from it. Embrace the joy. My last word I switched out about a month ago. And as you know, there's a lot going on in our world, and I certainly don't understand it. And I don't think I will. But my new word is faith. It's faith that we'll figure it out. It's faith in my community. It's faith in my neighbors. It's faith that we'll be okay. We just need to work together. But that faith makes me get up every day and do what I can to move that forward. So, 3 words. I think everybody can find their own words. If you want to borrow mine, that's wonderful. Grace is an important one. If I could get everybody to take up grace, that would make me very happy. The other thing is find your people as you navigate change. Everybody needs, it could be one person, it could be a group, it could be a village, it could be a community. Find the people who know you really, really well, who love you no matter what you do, that know you're going to make mistakes, and that say that's okay. They're your safe haven. Then change is not so scary. Change is okay. The other thing is find a person or the community that's your speed bump. These are the people that pull you back and say, I don't know what you're doing here, but it's not good. Or they tell you, you know what, I got to tell you something, you're not going to like what you hear, but they'll tell you. Find your speed bumps. And you know the other person, find the people who make you laugh. I'll tell you a little story. I met a person that actually I hired her to work for me. And she wasn't the greatest assistant, but she brought me so much joy, she made me laugh. I am in a meeting, windows, she is, and I'm having a serious meeting. The person that is behind me, or that is I'm talking to, is has his back to the windows. She's 75. She moonwalked, kind of, in front of the windows as I'm having a serious conversation. I've known her 2 weeks. What I learned was she made me laugh. She doesn't work with me anymore. She's a very dear friend of mine. 2 hours with her, my sides hurt. But you know what? I go away feeling better, less stressed. Find the person that moonwalks while you're having a meeting. That's easy. So again, change. Be flexible. It's okay to grumble a little bit, but put that grumbled, you know, it takes a lot of energy to be angry. I was telling him upstairs, I can't yell. You couldn't hear me before, yeah. I can't yell because I've never yelled. It's not in my character. It also takes a lot of energy to yell. I conserve energy and use it for good. I invite all of you to do the same. I invite you to evolve and grow. And tomorrow is going to be a new day. Take my word, grace, please. And then the last thing I'm going to talk to you about, I'm going to leave you with one more quote. And it's William Arthur Ward said, a pessimist complains about the wind. So I don't complain about the weather anymore, just so you know. An optimist expects it to change. A realist adjusts the sail. Let's all adjust our sails and evolve into a better you. Thank you.